Então, fala galera do canal, mais uma vez aqui no canal. Vamos continuar aqui no Dragon Age. Continuar aqui fazendo as missões aqui. Vamos abrir aqui o diário pra gente poder escolher uma nova missão, né? Então vamos fazer essa missão aqui da história, então. Pelo amor de Treviso. Vamos ler aqui, né? Estamos aqui em Treviso. Vamos lá falar com a Teia e o Veilguard.
They used comic on civilians, on your own people.
And how precisely would you have suggested I stop them?
Call on the crows, ask for our help.
So you can murder a few armed Tom here and there, giving them an excuse to retaliate against even more citizens? We have enough trouble already, or have you forgotten the Blight?
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Anta and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes. Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antan.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to? So where are we meeting? Near the field hospital, where the market used to be. And they ask for me, not you or Viago. Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elkanon and Gillidan are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk. We need more bandages.
Okay. The augmenteer said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find one. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on Tom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
If you really do love this city, you'll tell me where the gods are holding their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The butcher was our contact, and he's getting himself all to light. Finish them off. We need to go after the butcher. So the butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal, like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Come out. I wait among the drow.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
See, we told you. Just a cold. Cough's all gone.
Are you interested in
I see.
trading or
Congratulations. You need tea.
Some of the finest duelists in Treviso wear my leathers.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver and fighting his own Anton.
How's that thing going to tell us about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city!
We've got company.
This is the power the gods give!
Butcher! Where is the ritual?
Idle ritual, use a ritual!
There's nothing left of him.
To the left.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
Let's finish this.
Nice work.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The butcher didn't lie, for whatever that's worth.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold Treviso out to the Anton.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antar. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Menrathis. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
Sometimes there's no good choice left. Just a bunch of different bad ones. A leader owns the consequences of that choice, no matter what they are. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Anton kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island, face Elgarnon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antom are looking for, Venture's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
If only we'd figured out it was Avenchi before all this started.
I wish the same. But regret does neither of us good.
We knew someone had delivered Treviso to the butcher. You brought us their name.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
We'll stop Avenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillanine approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Então tá aí, pessoal. Consegui concluir aqui mais uma missão, né? Essa missão aí, né? Pelo amor de Treviso. Aí conseguimos concluir essa missão. Descobrindo então onde vai ser o próximo ritual das divindades, né? Das divindades parece que vai ser na Ilha da Pedra da Lágrima, parece. Dá uma olhada aqui nas habilidades. Então aí acabamos ganhando mais um troféu aqui. Gastando pontos aqui nas habilidades, né? Aqui são os textos, né, que tem para ler, né? Muitos textos para ler. Isso. O povo élfico a gente já achou 18 de 43, né? Ainda faltam alguns. Ainda faltam muitos itens, né, espalhados pelo mapa. Esse Dragon Age é um jogo grande. Tem um mapa bem grande, né? Vários locais para explorar. Já tem muitos itens ainda para achar. A Guarda Cinzenta, já achei 26 de 41. A Vigília Fúnebre, eu achei 3, são 36. Pois é. Povo Anão, achei só um, de 18. Os Corvos Antivanos, achei 15, de 28, né? Os Dragões das Sombras, já achei 21, de 49. São muitos textos para ler, muita coisa. Parece que são muitas áreas para explorar. São muitas áreas para explorar. Parece que a gente teria que voltar nos mesmos lugares onde a gente foi para achar mais itens. A Soberania da Fortuna, já achei 19 de 35. O Mundo de Tedas. O Mundo de Tedas, parece que foi o único que eu já achei todos. Parece os 28, né? De 28. Já achei os 28, né? Todos. Diversos. Já achei 28 de 57. E lembranças, né? Já achei 70 de 182. São muitos itens também espalhados, né? Mas é muito texto para ler, muitos itens. Pois é. Vamos começar a fazer essa missão aqui então, né, mais uma missão na história, né? Parece que ainda tem tempo no vídeo. Deixa eu ver quanto tempo que tá de gravação. 36 minutos. Ainda tem bastante tempo, tá dando um tempinho pra gente gravar aqui, né? Completando 1 hora. Vamos continuar gravando. Então vamos começar a fazer essa missão aqui também da história, né? Legados e lendas. Vai ser na cidade do Cais também. Vamos ler aqui, né? Então estamos aqui na cidade do Cais. Para dar início aqui a mais uma missão.
If Veilguard is really Lucicar, who's your other one? Gil something?
The other name? We knew her as Razakir, the old god of mystery. That's the only other one that hasn't been killed in blood.
How do you keep all your gods straight?
Writing lines in school when I got it wrong.
I'll be traveling for a little bit.
I heard. All the way to Ventus.
Magister Delani has letters she wants delivered to military leaders there.
Getting them on her side then. Smart move. Get the new supplies, will you?
Yes, Lorelei.
Hey! Don't touch the treasure. I'm sure you have business somewhere, elsewhere.
Nós estamos aqui agora, temos que ir para o Cisne Atolado, está dizendo aqui. Nós vamos se encontrar com a Inquisidora.
Nev told me about Treviso. I'm sorry to hear it. I don't have much, but if there's any way I can send aid, I know you travel there.
Essa área aqui ainda está inacessível.
Careful ahead. Did it! about this shadow dragon. They're worried.
It's like the Terry all over again.
They took down that corrupt night commander, didn't they?
From the Magisterium.
E um gato aqui na beira das casas.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
He really made you happy?
Yes. He really did.
Well, you deserve to be happy. As long as he's not, you know, trying to tear down the Veil again.
That would put a dampener on things. Yes.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about embarrassing Elganon in front of all his cultists.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Então tá aí. Fizemos essa missão, né? Legados e lendas. Conversamos com a Inquisidora, né? Eu tava falando um pouco sobre Solas e tal. Agora nós temos que retornar para o farol. Vamos lá. Parece que a gente está nessa missão já logo de início, né? Agindo em união. Mais umas cartas aqui para ler. Então, eu tava lendo aqui um pouquinho esse texto, né? Aqui, ó. Tem mais carta para ler, mas não vai dar tempo que o vídeo já está se encerrando aqui. Depois a gente, depois eu leio umas cartas, né? Então é isso, pessoal. Isso foi mais uma parte aqui do Dragon Age, né? Fizemos mais algumas missões aqui. Eu vou encerrar esse vídeo, hein? Que tá chegando no limite de gravação aqui do PlayStation 5 de 1 hora. No próximo vídeo, a gente continua essa história aqui. Então, valeu então, pessoal. Até o próximo vídeo, então. Valeu, então.